put that in wrong. Okay, guys. I'm going to try and make this short and sweet, or at least as short as possible. I actually started doing a video on this particular item and I had to stop and revisit it later down the road. But this is for the SD9VE. It is a magazine extension. I've had one for this pistol, which was the only one you could get for it until I found out about this one. We're going to talk about both, the pros and cons of both. So let's just hop right into it. This is your regular magazine for the SD9VE with the regular base plate that comes on it. It is off. Before I get too into this, anytime I do a video on anything about this pistol, everybody's always shooting comments down below about everything about this. So let's try and do this real quick. This magazine extension, I'm gonna wait a second because that's part of the video. This up here, I did machine the slide myself at my shop. Just cut a little window here and machine this for this particular red dot. This micro red dot is from Vortex. It is the Vortex Venom. My barrel in here is the stock barrel. I modified it, and you can see it's titanium nitride coated. I shortened it. Stock, it sticks out close to about 1/8 of an inch out of the slide. I machined it so it was flush with the end of the slide, and I did a crown in there, a countersink, whatever you want to call it. Then after I was done, I sent it to a titanium gun in California. I've done a couple of videos with them before. That's who did the titanium nitride coating. Also on here, I've had a couple of different lights on this pistol in a bunch of the different videos. This one is actually from Dagger Defense. If you're wondering, this is the DD SD07. Then we have a stick-on grip from Talon Grips. And I did also do a spring and trigger kit on this. You can get both of those from Apex. I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. So let's get back to what this video is actually about. Okay. This is a magazine extension. This is from Apex. You can't get it from Apex. When I got this, I got it from Midway USA. I think you're still able to get it from there. And then what we're really going to be talking about, that's not it. This is a magazine extension from Cane Arms. Come on, little guy. Okay. Oh well. All right. The reason I had come back to this to start off is because you have to do some work to make this work. This is the one from Apex. This is ready to go on, no issues, just pop it on. This one will actually go on here. It slides on fine, but whereas this one, it actually has a hole down here with a little set screw in there to lock it in place. On this one, it has a small screw that you actually have to screw in the back here that holds it in place. Now, if you put this on and then put your screw in, that's got a little head on it that sticks out above the actual top of the magazine extension. So when you put this on with your screw in, you actually have to do a little work here, like use a Dremel tool or something to make a space for that head to go into. A lot of people are going to count that out right from there, but we're going to go over the pros and cons of each one. That is one of the cons on this. And the reason I had to redo this is because even if you leave that off, I mean, it slides freely off. So, I mean, you can't really not put that in unless you do something different, which we might do sometime in the future. But as you can see at the beginning of this video, if you leave that off and put it in here, it doesn't lock in place. this part of the magazine extension will actually hit this. So to make this work, you're actually gonna have to somehow take some off of this surface. All right, and then once you do that, you're gonna have to do some more work to this and drill out or Dremel whatever, a little pocket in there for the head of the screw to go onto. I don't want to do that, and I'm sure a lot of you don't want to do that. I think some people have done it. There is apparently a video online from Cane Arms that they did that says and shows you that you have to modify that to make this work. But I haven't seen anything on this on here actually not locking in place. So you do have to machine some off of that and then go in there and make space for the top of the screw. So that's going to turn off a lot of people, but there is a couple of pros to that over this one. This is the one from Apex, and this allows you to put 2 to 3 rounds extra in your magazine. These are 16 round magazines, so you can up it to 18 or 19. And it is aluminum, and you can only get it in black. It's the only color they offer. So that's the Apex one. Now, if you want to do the work and get this to work, this will get you, I think, 4 to 5 rounds, and it's made out of plastic. This company does 3D printed plastic stuff, like magazine extensions for pistols and AR magazines. I actually did a video on those too, and you can get it in a bunch of different colors, like a ton of different colors, not just black. So you got 4 to 5 rounds, and you've got 2 to 3 rounds. Price range, you're looking at about 35 bucks for this one. This one is only $15. So the price is really good for this one. The round capacity is really good for this one. The only thing down in this one is you actually have to modify your pistol to make this work. Or I have thought, since I started to film this before and had to revisit it until now, I've thought about trying to machine this and see if I can make this work without having to do anything to that. I'll have to machine the surface here so it's not quite as tall right there, and to lock it in place you won't be able to use that screw. You'll probably have to do something with a small set screw, kind of like what they have here coming in through the bottom, to tighten it up on the magazine itself. If I end up doing that, I will do a video on it and show y'all how to do it. So if you want to do it, you can go ahead and get these, and this will technically be better than that. You've just got to put some work in. So that's all with that, I think. So, I mean, the title of this video is Should You Get This? There's a lot of people that think magazine extensions is just a complete waste of money, which I mean, I get that, and magazine extensions are cool. You can put more rounds and stuff like that. I like magazine extensions. I understand when people don't want to spend the money on magazine extensions, but you're not usually talking about a whole lot of money. So, like I said, if I end up doing something to modify this to make it actually work for this pistol, I will do a video on it and show you guys what to do. But that's it. Cane Arms Apex Tactical magazine extension, fully ready to go. You've got less rounds, but you spend more money and no work. For this one, you're gonna have to modify this or your pistol to make it work, but it's less than half the price and double the rounds. So like I said, the title of this was Should You Get It? That's for you to decide whether you want to do this or not, or decide which one you want to get. Depending on what you want to do, it's totally up to you. I'm just putting it out there of the pros and cons of each one, and you can decide on which one's better for you. So be sure to like this video. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below on the pistol or on either one of these magazine extensions. And be sure to get subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.